Now, the next thing I would like to talk to you about, how do you get products to the marketplace to actually build a business? As some of you may know, if you allow me, give me a minute, I want to share the screen with you. Okay. What I'd like to discuss this evening are two things. One is getting started. Why am I talking about getting started? And some of you have been in the business for almost 20 years. Yesterday, I went to meet some business prospects at a restaurant in Johannesburg. And you know, most restaurants, there's always TV blaring out. So the news that caught my attention is that Tiger Woods had a very serious accident, but he survived. Why am I talking about Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods is known as the comeback king of golf. He has been to the pinnacle as a golf player. He fell down, came back again, won the Masters tour, fell down. And I remember reading something about his what he used to do when his golf game was getting very poor. He would always go back to the basics. How did he get from where he was to be the top golfer in the world? He always goes back to the basics. That is why even me, after Betty and I have been in this business for 24 years, we always getting back to getting started. Getting started means that you need to refresh your mind and ask yourself, why did we start this business? What are the things what things did we do to get ourselves to the level we have reached in the business? So I want to share a few ideas with you. Two things. One is getting started. And this is aimed not only at new people, but also people who have been in the business for a while, and probably you've lost sight of your dream, or things do not seem to be working out very well. I want to encourage you that this business, although it is simple, it is not easy, because you need to focus on the fundamental things that get your business running. So I want to talk to you about getting started. And I'm sure there are some guests in this training event, and there are some people who have just started the business. I know one of them is called Milka. I had a very exciting discussion with her today. The basic things, how do you get a new person started in the business? First, let's talk about the things that help the business run smoothly. Those are administrative issues. First, when you get a new person in the business, or when you're new in the business, you need to learn the following. Learn how to order products yourself. After being in the business for 1 or 2 days, your upline should not be ordering products for you, okay? You need to learn how to order products yourself. Secondly, you need to know how to fill in the application. If you've got people you want to sponsor, you need to know how the application form is filled, how you're recruiting new people. You need to know when the company month end is, the application form, when is the month end. I think Paul was we were discussing with Paul about month end just before we started this meeting. That month end is on Monday, which is the 1st of March. Month end simply means that the company is going to close business for the month of February to calculate how much business each distributor's team has done, so that they can issue the bonus checks. That is what month end is. So I think on Tuesday we will close business for 2 days, and then the company will reopen business for the month of March on Thursday. That is what we mean by month end, for those people who are new in the business. So pay attention to these administrative issues. Then business terms. You need to know what PV is, BV, SRP, the steps to make. If you're a new distributor, your next step is to become a manager. If you're a manager, your next step is to become a senior manager, and all that stuff. If you're a senior manager, your next step is to become a director. Now, then the following, I think, is very critical when you're getting people started. When you get people started in the business, it's very, very important to convey the message is, this is their business. You are the sponsor, you are the guide, but it is their business. Why do we say that? Because when Neolife issues the bonus commission, it goes directly to the person who has been doing the work. The company doesn't say, okay, part of your bonus, I'm going to pay Paul, or part of your bonus, no. The company pays you your bonus directly to your bank account, or it pays you to your M-Pesa account if you're in Kenya or wherever country you are where there is a mobile transfer. So remember that when you start people in the business, it is their business, you're only helping them to become successful. So the first thing you need to know is to help your new distributor to be self-reliant as quickly as possible. What does that mean? That in the next 90 days, they need to be able to do the business, but with your guidance to become successful. Okay, so that's why I said earlier, as soon as people start the business, they need to know how to order products themselves. They need to know how to make the application form. Your sponsor is there as a guide to help you build confidence. All right. The second thing is important to mention to distributors, and I think for me in the business for a very long time, I never knew how to articulate or convey this until I had Eric Warren talking about it. When you start the business, you're very excited, you're talking a lot of people, you're excited, you sponsor one or two people, you're excited, but somewhere along the line, you hit a brick wall. You get a lot of people who tell you, no, this thing doesn't work, doubt sets into your mind. And what I've noticed that happens is that when a new person is very excited for 2, 3, 4 months, sometimes somewhere along the line, they stop coming for training. When you call them, they don't answer the phone, and you wonder what has happened. So it's very important at the very beginning of the business to tell your new distributor, okay, I know you're going to come across challenging times. Sometimes you will not feel like doing the business, or sometimes you will not even feel like receiving my phone call. It's important to ask them, okay, when that happens, when you're in that difficult space, how do you want me to respond? Do you want to be left alone? Or do you want to be encouraged? Or do you want to be constantly kept in touch? It's very important that this is mentioned because everybody who joins this business goes through that emotional roller coaster. You start the business, you're very excited, the business grows, then you hit a brick wall, your leadership capacity hasn't grown or hasn't changed, and therefore your business stagnates, waiting for you to grow as a person, and that discourages you. You're going to go, if you're a new distributor, this may happen to you. When it does, do not think it's something strange. It's part of growing up in the business. You ask any teenager, every teenager thinks that the whole world is looking at them with a strange eye. And sometimes the most difficult relationship between parents and children is their teenage years. A similar thing happens in the business. Okay, so when people join the business, they'll go through a tough time. It's important for them to know that everybody goes through it. And it's not something strange, and there's nothing wrong with you. It's just a process. So accept it. If you get discouraged, speak to your upline, ask them for advice. You will find it becomes easy to manage this thing. And then the work that is done in the business. You need to be willing to work hard. New distributors, concentrate on only doing the income producing activities. I'll talk about income producing activities in a moment. All right. So when you have done that, the next thing is, why did they start the business? When you're getting a new person started, it's very important to get them to find the dream chart. What is their dream? What are they hoping to do to become successful in the business? That's why it's very important to do the dream chart. In fact, the dream chart is a very simple thing to do. But the challenging thing about it is the things which are easy to do are easy not to do, because sometimes we think that, well, this thing is very easy to do. I look for pictures of my dreams. I'm going to put them on the wall. My family is going to be excited with me. We look at the dreams. It's very simple. But that's the key. Do not neglect to do these simple things. Prepare your dream chart, the things you want to achieve, the income you want to receive. Put it in writing so that you can see it every single day. That becomes your driving force for the business. Betty and I have been in the business for 24 years. And in January this year, we prepared ourselves a new dream chart, the things we want to achieve. All right? Then the dream has to be converted into a goal. What is the difference? A goal is a dream with a deadline. For example, if you want to buy a car, put a date on it, that becomes a goal. So you need two goals, short term and medium term. Short term means in the next 12 months. Medium term is between 2 to 5 years. Okay? So, I will use this as an example of a new distributor who has just started the business. Her goal is to earn $1,000 per month in 12 months' time. This is February, next year, February, they want to be able to earn $1,000 per month. All right? What size of business will be able to earn you $1,000 a month comfortable? That's a Sapphire business. So if your goal is to become a Sapphire director, you know that you need to break that 12-month goal into monthly goals. What should be your monthly goal? If you want to build a Sapphire business, you need to concentrate on sponsoring 3 people every month and doing 250 personal PV. Now, I know our marketing plan says we need to be able to do 100 PV minimum. Remember, it says minimum. It doesn't mean maximum. And I think 250 PV is not a very big goal to aim at. I'll show you in a minute how that can be done. Okay, so your monthly goal is to sponsor 3 people and do 250 personal points. How do you do that? You have to make it to a weekly plan. How do you make it to a weekly plan? Okay, if I want to sponsor 3 people every month, I need to prospect 10 to 15 people per week. That means daily, I need to speak to 2 to 3 people daily. In my opinion, speaking to 2 to 3 people daily, showing them the business, is something all of us can do. The challenge is consistency. You need to be consistently speaking to 2 to 3 people every single day. And that leads me to the next thing that we need to discuss. What are the requirements for success? The requirements for success is having a burning desire. You need to be coachable or teachable. You need to be willing to work hard, to spend time concentrating on income-producing activities. Income-producing activities are those activities that actually will produce business, right? How do you build your PV? We talked about doing 250 PV in a month. All right, number one, at least every home needs to have LDC. LDC is 10 PV 1 liter bottle, because LDC is a very multi-dimensional use of products. We use LDC in our home to wash dishes. We use it to bathe. I use it to shave. I use it to wash the car, to clean the bathroom, to clean the toilet, to clean almost everything in the house. You can use LDC. All right. And then every home needs to have at least 3NN, vitamin C during this COVID-19 times. You need chelated zinc. If you have children, put them on Vita Squares. Those products, if you use only at home, you need to be able, you can do 75 PV, just personal use. If your family is smaller, maybe less, maybe 50 PV at home that you use at home. Then the next thing you need to do, personal use, then retailing products. I think Betty has been talking about some of the conditions that exacerbate or make our life very difficult. For example, is high blood pressure. If you speak to at least 10 people, you will find that 1 or 2 or 3 of them may have one of the following conditions: high blood pressure, arthritis, either osteoarthritis or rheumatoid, diabetes, COVID-19 situation. You will at least have 1 or 2 people who have these conditions that you can recommend the following products to them. If they have high blood pressure, omega-3 and lipotropic. Arthritis, CalMag and omega-3. Diabetes, a botanical balance. COVID-19 products, that is vitamin C and chelated zinc. If you have one customer of each of these, you will find that you are able to retail products worth 222 PV Even if you have one customer in each of these categories, you're going to do 111 PV plus 75. That's already just close to 200 PV. So it's quite easy if you know how to listen to people's needs to do 250 PV. The key thing is listening. Listening, you have the product knowledge, listen to what people are talking about, recommend the products for them to use, you will be able to generate 250 personal PV. And then daily income producing activities. One of the things that is important in life is to remember this. If you have a 10-year goal, let me say in 10 years' time, you want to build your dream home. If that goal is not reduced to daily activity, you're just out for a walk. You need to be able to reduce the activities that you're engaged in to be income producing activities. What are income producing activities? Those are activities that expose our business to new faces. Social media posts, new contacts, chats with people on social media, one-on-one presentations, three-way call with your growing upline leader, presenting the business either in Facebook, Zoom, videos, one-on-one, group presentations, follow-up. These are income-producing activities. Then personal development. Why am I lumping personal development with income-producing activities? Because you're going to execute the above 7 activities better if you're taking time to develop yourself as a person. If you're spending time to read a good book, if you're spending time to listen to a good CD, if you're spending time to listen to a good video, whatever it is, personal development is very, very critical every single day. At least 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes, read a good book, listen to a good tape. Other things that are very important as a daily habit is exercise program. I would suggest to you, even if you don't like to exercise, take time and take a walk, a 30-minute brisk walk. That is very useful for your health, okay? Take time to exercise, take time to read, and then take time to talk to new people about our products and about our business. Those are the income-producing activities. Everything else is just busy work. Income-producing activities are those activities that lead you to sponsor new people in the business. And to close, if you're new in the business, if you're a prospect, even if you have been in the business long, you're going to face challenges. Life is full of challenges. And in our business, the following are challenges that you're going to face. Number one is discouragement. Discouragement is something that will plague you if you're in this business. And this you can actually avoid by first avoiding negative thinking people. Avoid news, because news is always negative. The second challenge you're going to face is trying to reinvent the wheel. This business, there are people who have gone ahead of us who have known how to build this business successfully. The only thing we need to do is to learn what they did and do it. Don't try and create new ways of doing there are no new ways for doing the business. This business is just talking to people. All right? The other challenge you're going to face is rejection. I know this is very tough for most people, because when people say no, especially people who are your friends and who are very close to you, they may try to convince you that this business doesn't work. I was telling a friend of mine today that when you meet people who are trying to convince you that this thing doesn't work, just stop them in the dead track in their conversation. I said, okay, look, you have your opinion about the business. I have my opinion. This business is not for you, so I'm not interested in what you say. I know this business works. I know people who are becoming successful. I also want to succeed. So remember that rejection is, they're not rejecting you as a person, but they're rejecting the business. The other thing that is the thing you're going to face is called the greener pasture syndrome. You know, when you're in this business, some people want to look at this deal, that deal. There's always saying that on the other side of the fence, there's a greener pasture, but they don't remember that if somebody's lawn is green, somebody took time to make it green. They spent time mowing it, they spent time putting super growth, they spent time. So do your part, build your business, because remember that if you go to a different place, you're carrying your attitude with you. So watch out for this greener pasture syndrome or the New Deal syndrome. And then poor relationships. I would really encourage you to learn how to relate well with people in your team, because that is a glue that keeps your team together. Master the art of relating with people well. It's very simple. Treat people with kindness. I read one of the things, but St. Francis de Sales says that a drop of honey attracts more bees than a barrel of vinegar. Always be kind to people in your words, in your behavior, and in what you do. That is a mind that is doomed to face rejection in the business and discouragement. When you attend to news, negative friends, you concentrate on challenges, but your dreams, your past success, income producing activities, affirmations are in very low quality. This is what you need to do. You need to concentrate on your dream, build your dream chart, always bring to memory your past successes, concentrate on income producing activities, do affirmations. Affirmations are positive things that you say to yourself that makes you have a positive attitude. Avoid news, avoid negative friends. The challenges, put them in perspective, because if you really want to put your challenges in perspective, go to the local hospital and see how people are, your attitude is going to change. Go to a place where people are struggling, your attitude is about to change. So this is what I wanted to share with you, my friends, that our business is very simple, but it's not easy, because we deal with ourselves, we deal with the negative world. In fact, I was reading somewhere that it takes 11 positive affirmations to overcome one negative comment. That is why you must take time to protect your mind, so that those negative thinking thoughts, negative habits, negative people, you avoid them like plague, because you want to be positive. Nobody wants to join a business that people are sad, people are depressed. People want to join something exciting. That is why you need to be excited about the business. And when you do, you're going to attract the people in our business for success. So I want to wish you the best. Remember that your success is hidden in the daily things that you do. If you want to know how your future is going to be, look at your daily habits. So Paul, I want to hand over back to